Q&A process. If you have any questions during the webinar, you can leave your question into the Q&A box. We will take up all your questions post our presentation. So during the brand presentation and brand details, you can keep writing all your questions into the Q&A box and avoid raising hands. We will take up all your questions post our presentation and give you answers in this live webinar itself. So our today's brand is BIBI NOGS. They are into preschooling. They are following Singapore-based curriculum. We have Mr. Bijay, who's the co-founder at BIBI NOGS Preschool, along with his team members. We have Ms. Neha Sharma, who's handling this account from Franchise India into the respective expansion market, and she'll be getting in touch with you for the one-to-one discussion and take the conversation forward for further queries. We have Mr. Ashok, who's handling our consultant team and who'll be helping you in understanding the commercials and the investment part of the brand and give you a brief over the investment overview. I would like to welcome all our panelists who have joined us here today on this panel. And now I would like to request Mr. Bijay to take the lead and tell us more about the brand and also about the services and business opportunities they have with their brand. Over to you, Bijay ji.
Hello everybody. ये एक सिंगापुर का स्कूल है, प्री स्कूल, whatever you. We have taken it to India, and we have pan India right, and we have to spread the branches all over the India. It's as we all know, Singapore is pioneer in education field, so that's why we bring this to India. This is good school, and teaching technique is different from most of the present in India. Mostly the teachers are highly trained in our school, and there is a practical approach in teaching, not just reading the books and writing. They teach the student through activity, through personal support. It makes our school different from the others. सुजीत जी को जोड़िए.
Okay, so sir, let me allow to share my screen and we will talk about this opportunity in detail. Will you better? So here on this presentation, where you want, you can add your comments while I'm presenting the slides. Neha, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, you're audible and the presentation is also visible.
Okay, great. Yeah, there was some system glitch, so my screen was frozen. Okay. Anyway, so let's take this forward. So you want to add more comments, you can add on the presentation. So as Mr. Vijay said, like this is a Singapore-based international school, and Singapore is known to be the best in education system. So Vijay has associated with BIBI NOGS to bring this brand in India and scale up pan India. Right. Why early child education and care education? Because if you look at the early development of the child and the early development of the brain, so that happens between age of like from 0 to 8. So almost up to 90% of the brain development happens in the age of 0 to 8. So where early child education and early child care becomes very, very important for his holistic development. If you look at our Indian education system, that's heavily driven off like starts at the age of 6. No, so that is the traditional education that's heavily owned by the government. So we bring basically the better education for the kids for early age. Throughout the presentation, we have 3 sections in the presentation. First, we will talk more about BIBI NOGS. Then we will talk about some of the industry dynamics. And then what is the proposal for our franchisee here? So BIBI NOGS basically is a specialist in bilingual preschool. So they have teaching methodologies in English as well as Hindi. So BIBI NOGS is a Singapore-based organization, a Singapore-based international school, and it is in India when Trivedi ji has started. So they're already running in 7 states, and they have more than 9 schools, and they have been awarded by many recognition awards. Right? They got like Shiksha Ratna Award. They achieved. Uh, by NOGS Achiever Award and then NARI Award. So these are the 3 primary awards have been awarded to BIBI NOGS in India. So the culture that they adopt is a practical based learning for students where they teach them like confidence, uh, emotions, learning, you know, and they bring basically appropriate global culture and environment to the education system. So language is not only the way to teach. There's a lot of practical aspects where we teach our students. So BIBI NOGS again is a specialist Singapore-based preschool. So 8 years of experience in the early child industry, and it is one of the best preschool in Singapore. So that's why basically we have associated with them to start this in India. Right? And they have basically multi-domain approach, and the curriculum, if you look at of the students to groom them, it's of course confident and impressive, uh, kind and considerate, and appreciatives of global cultures, right? So if you look at India is already like we have daily rituals and we have many cultures in India itself, because India it itself is the many countries in a country, right? But we follow the global cultures and environments. Now, the philosophy and value of our teaching methodologies. So teachers teach their with their hearts. Okay? So it's an emotional connect that you need to build with the student or with the kids to teach them. Right? Diversity is not only appreciated, but it is celebrated. So India is the biggest example of like unity in diversity. Right? Creative. So children basically they are encouraged to innovate, to think about ideas, different ways, and different things. Right? Passionate, yes, we create enthusiasm and curiosity in the students to learn, right? And that is basically comes from the teachers, from their passion, how they teach these kids. And children basically they shine brightly and confident with our education system as they improve. Yes. So Vijayji, you want to add some more here on our philosophy and value?
It is okay. Nothing.
Yeah, Sujitji, if you want to add some, you can just ask me to add your comments, please.
Yes, yes, please.
Okay. So if you look at our partners, so we have many partners associated with. Yes. Yes, Sujitji, you want to talk about these associations and partnerships?
Yes, pattern, please.
Yeah. Okay, so BB NOGS is already associated with many organizations and international organizations. This includes your Mama Maya. You talk about Thinkers Box, or it's a Tommy Demi, Ton Demi, right? Dynamics, Treetop, JPM, and Explorer Junior, Total Communication. So we are already associated with these organizations uh, to develop better curriculum, better teaching programs, and better learning for kids. Right? Our programs, the programs we have programs from starting the age of 1.5 year and up to 7 years plus. Right? So we have early child education and daycare for the age group of like 1.5 years to 2.5 years. Then we have super tots, a program or nursery program where age group starts from 2.5 to 3.5 years. We also run LKG programs for students less than 4.5 years, and then UKG programs where the kids are between the age of like 4.5 to 5.5. Then we have standard one. So in standard one, starting from the age of 6, between 6 and 7, and then standard two between the age of like 7 and 8, and activity, sports, and club and daycare facilities at our school. We also provide student kit to our students, and this kit includes uh, bags, books, diary, report card, I-card, t-shirts, shorts, winter uniform, apron, and table mat, right? And one more thing, the main USP of our teaching methodology, we are a bagless uh, school. Right? Yeah, proprietary phonic rhymes. BB NOGS, they follow their own curriculum, own programs to teach students. So they, over a period of time, they have developed their own rhymes, and it is recognized and understood uh, by the students, and these are very sound and solid uh, rhymes. Yeah. Yes. So Vijayji, you want to add some more here on the activities that you run for your students?
Yeah, yeah. We have a proprietary phonics that are that is in-house developed by BIBI of Singapore. That phonics from everyone. It is not available in market. That is give a stress on of the child, how they can pronounce and how they can express themselves. But
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So I think here the learning program, if you look at their teaching methodology, they have their own methodologies. Plus, they have put focus on the movement-based learning, or you can say practical-based learning or physical activity-based learning. If you look at the human psychology or human brain, how it functions, so it functions depending on our movement. So movement of our hands, our eyes. So 90% of your brain works according to our body movements. Right, so that gives a better learning for the kids. And second thing, if you look at the competitive exams or competitions they do, math competitions, so math competition, it gives students analytical thinking and problem solving ability to the kids. Now, if you look at our programs, so yes, we are why somebody our strength, why somebody should partner with us. So because we are an international brand, we follow very high standards of teaching and training methods. These are recognized internationally, and Singapore is known for the best education system. Right? We follow basically a fun and impressive holiday program. We conduct for our students curriculum guidelines. So, like Vijayji, because following the brand guidelines and Singapore based education system, they have created their own education system in India based but following the guidelines, because some of the programs or methodologies are not applicable in India. So, like an example of Chinese language. So we don't teach Chinese language in our education culture, but we have our different language programs. Right. Similarly, we have like a parent-student activity program where we basically invite parents to join these activities in a school with the kids, and thinking routine activities we conduct, and we conduct a multi-intelligence theory approach, right? And we provide cozy class size. Now we don't focus only on the education or curriculum of the education. We follow the holistic development program approach for the kids, right? Where we talk about the numeracy or language skills, cognitive development, creativity, motor skills, or social and emotional development of the child. So these are the five primary pillars of our education system. Right? And B curriculums, these are in-house own curriculum that is developed by BIBI NOGS, right? So these curriculums are confident and impressive. They are kind and considerate and appreciative of global culture. So these are the three primary parameters to develop our curriculum program. Now, some of the awards that BB Knox has received. So BB Knox received, they are the recognized brand by Franchise India Private Limited. They have received Best Preschool of the Year award uh, from in Mughal Sarai. It was awarded by iNext Varanasi. Second award they received, Education Excellence Award for BB Knox Varanasi. Again, it was awarded by iNext Varanasi. Third, Best Preschool Award, Supal. So these are the three primary, and these are some of the images of these events and programs where these were organized and conducted. Right. Now we'll talk about some of the industry dynamics. Yes, Indian education system is considered to be like a very high focus market as of now. If you look at the parents, they are putting more efforts, more investment, or people spend more money on education, on kids' education. And if you look at the privatization of the education system, is very high. And second thing, uh, in the next few slides, we have some kind of like India map where it shows basically which states are giving more preference to the private education. Right. So if you look at the investment are considered to be very lower and risk free. So there's not high risk in this business. Second thing, it is a sustainable business model, and this is a very education is considered to be very respectable business. It's not like any other like business, right? And availability of a staff is very it's not a challenge, because if you look at in India, you can easily find a staff locally and you can train them, right? Government again, support is available. Government initiatives and policies, they are focusing more on privatization of the education system, plus they are allowing 100% FDI in education as well. If you talk about the scalability of this business model is very high, because it's a very low investment model, and you can set up multiple schools and multiple branches of the same. So again, education system, if you look at the overall education industry, private spend on education is $120 billion, right? Out of this $120 billion, preschool education is only 3%. So that market is very low as considered the overall education system of India. So of course, uh, as if you look at as a nation, so preschool education was not given any preferences in the out in the later years of the development. But now government is more focused. If you look at the new education policy, so they are putting more efforts and more emphasis on preschool education and early child development program, right? If you look at the pre-education segment, it is of course in tier 1 cities or in metro cities you can find a culture, and their penetration is very high, consider tier 2 or tier 3 cities. But preschool are estimated to contribute around 34% of the Indian education system. Again, so it creates a unique position, because if you look at the demand and supply gap is very high. So we have a very high demand, but the supply is at the lower side. Yes, if you look at in metro cities or tier 1 cities, this preschool education was slightly challenging. And in COVID, there's a lot of basically a lot of schools basically they have been shut down and they were not able to uh, revive. But now the market is open, and if you look at the overall opportunity in Indian market, this is again it has become the priority for the investors and the franchisee partners. And this is a very lucrative business anyone can do, and you can operate in your local area. So, and it doesn't require any hard or any large scale operating capability. Right. Now, if you look at what kind of is preschool education segment spend, now look at this map. If you look at UP, your Uttarakhand, Haryana, Punjab, your Gujarat, Maharashtra, Telangana, Karnataka, your Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. So these states where you see these dots, were slightly pink color. So these are the schools which have the maximum private schools, right? Again, if you look at the other states, also have the private schools, but the density of private schools in these states is slightly higher. But that is spreading all over India. So the preference for the parents for private schools is becoming the priority. And people spend even if you look at the most of the schools in tier 1 city, the entry fee they charge is like 25,000 rupees to 75,000 rupees. Now if you look at their annual tuition fee, the annual tuition fee they charge around 60,000 rupees per year, and it goes up to 1.5 lakh rupees per year, right? And again, so if you look at the tuition fee for the schools, uh, in the range of like 40 to 50,000 rupees that we charge, it becomes a very nominal fee, right? Now if you look at the overall education system, yes, so it's a big opportunity. As we see, like the current market is $4 billion, but this market will double in the next 3 years. So that means the current preschool industry size has to double in the next 3 to 4 years. So that kind of demand India has. Now look at the franchisee proposal. What the proposal that we bring. So for our franchisee partners, we are offering a franchisee-owned, franchisee-operated school where we require a 2,000 square feet area to set up the school. Your initial investment is going to be around 9 lakh rupees. 3 lakh rupees plus GST amount, that 3.54 you need to pay as a one-time franchisee fee, and ongoing 10% royalties on the total revenue. So if you look at the average ROI is more than 100%, and franchisee break even is less than 18 months, and 5 year is the engagement period. Right. So that is the proposal for my unit franchisee. And Companies also offering a master franchisee opportunity at an investment of 14 lakh rupees for 5 schools. So that means the franchisee partner who has the capability, or he has the operational efficiency, or who has the capability to develop at least 5 schools. So my area franchisee, they need to set up their own school, one their own school, and then remaining 4 they can sub-franchise. So at an investment of 14 lakh rupees, this is a very low cost opportunity for the investors or the franchisee partners, that you need to do a one-time effort. You need to just 9 lakh rupees is the cost to set up your school, and 5 lakh rupees is the franchisee fees to become a master franchisee of Baby Knox. So that is the very lucrative and low investment opportunity for the franchisees. Right. On this, like if you set up, you are paying only 5 lakh rupees franchisee fee to take a license for 5 schools. Once you set up these 4 sub franchisee schools, that means you are going to collect 3 lakh rupees franchisee fee from these 4 centers. So that translates to 12 lakh rupees. So that means you are investing 5 lakh rupees, and from the franchisee fee itself, you are making 12 lakh rupees. So that means you are getting 7 lakh benefit just appointing 4 sub franchisee centers. Again, I will repeat. So this 5 schools is the minimum criteria that my area franchisee has to take. There is no upper limit criteria. If you have more demand in your city, you can set up more sub franchisee schools. So beyond 5, whatever the franchisee fee you will charge, there's going to be a split of 50-50%. So 50% my franchisee area franchisee will keep, and remaining 50% will go to the BB Knox. So that is the proposition. And second thing, basically from the royalty, so my area developer will get 1/3 of the royalty component from this 10% that comes to BB Knox. So that is the ongoing business for him. So that creates a very unique opportunity, and where my area developer, he can make break even in 6 to 8 months, because he has to just sub franchise these 4 schools, and his break even is done. Right. Now, so we are looking for franchisee-owned, franchisee-operated partners, where we need people who can devote time in the business full time. Our current presence, so we already have presence in 7 states, and now we are planning to expand India. Our primary focus as of now, we are looking for Eastern region, where we want to scale up at a faster scale, but we are also open for pan India. Ideal partner profile, there is no limitation, because this business, anyone can do that business, because it doesn't require much effort. Plus BB Knox team is there, so you will get full support. You will get your training, you will get your school setup support, what kind of equipment that you require, what is the student kits will be supplied, your curriculums will be provided. So with the kind of support you get from BB Knox, anyone can start this business, and this is much preferable and profitable business for husband and wife. Both are like from education or teaching background. They can start, and they can run this school. So they basically makes money for them as well, right? Apart from the uh, profit share. Right. So now, why BB Knox? Yes, it's a Wagless education system. We are the international Singapore-based brand, right? We are bringing low investment opportunities, where your returns on investment are very attractive and very high, and we provide basically unique BE curriculum. We are also published in many of the newspapers and magazines, and our support system that you will get. So yes, your infrastructure and ambience design will be provided by the BB Knox. What kind of technical support you require, basically the systems you require, that will be supported by BB Knox. Marketing and advertisement. So for student acquisition, student admissions, what kind of marketing activities you need to do in your local market will be provided. Operational support, so your staff will be trained how to run the day-to-day operations. Academic and curriculum support, so basically your co-curriculum activities or curriculum will be provided by BIBI NOGS. IT support, what kind of IT system software you require, that will be advised by the BIBI NOGS team. A daily lesson plan and quiz will be provided. So how you are going to follow daily programs and competition activities, right? In terms of your marketing support, yes, a complete school setup, your extensive training to your staff, then marketing support will be provided, daily lesson plan will be provided, curriculum, URP support, your we also conduct annual franchisee meet, student kits, timely deliveries, activity plan, inauguration events, everything will be provided in terms of a complete handholding and support to the franchisees. Right. Now, these are some of the promotional activities that we do. So yes, door-to-door marketing, event marketing, radio, hoardings, tie-up with movie halls, restaurants, digital marketing, and paper ads. Now to become our franchisee, so this is the process how to join BB NOGS. So initially you need to fill an application form and submit to the BB NOGS team, and team representative or franchise India representative, they will call you, they will set up your meetings. Site selection and MOU sign up will be done, and once your sign up is done, then the BB NOGS team will provide you in terms of design layout for setup. Then fifth stage, basically they will take your order for like material or teaching aids that you require. Once that is done, then setting up of the school with our participation will be happening. And then basically your recruitment support and your training of your staff. So the complete support will be provided by BB NOGS. And then once your staff is fully trained to run daily operations, then they will hand over you all the operating manuals and documents to run your school going forward, right? To submit your application, you need to share some primary documents along with the application form. So your Aadhaar card, PAN card, GST certificate, CS certificate that you need to share along with your financial credibility. So financial bandwidth, you can share through your, if you are running a business or any kind of company, you can share your balance sheet. Or if you don't want to share your balance sheet, you want to buy this franchise, you want to participate as an individual, then you can share your ITR filing as well. Right. So with this, I will end the presentation, and I will invite Mr. Vijayji to add his comments. Yes, Trivedi ji, if I missed out any point, you can add here.
Not like that. That is okay.
I think one point is left to
बोलिए सुजीत.
teachers training. Our main principle in BIBI NOGS school, we don't teach, but we learn along with the kids. Our major difference is the teacher. In our BIBI NOGS, we have a very thoughtful selection process of our teachers, and we provide training for them. We have two ways to train them. While after selection of teachers, and another way is ongoing training.
Yeah, I think that's a very important point. So yes, I think, yeah. So not only the one-time training, company BB NOGS also they do a regular training for the staffs.
How to teach, how to perform activities while teaching. These are the major key points of our training part.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So Neha, we can take up queries now.
Sure. Thank you so much, Ashokji. Thanks for a wonderful brief. I'll start taking up some questions, but before I'll start taking up the questions from Q&A box, I would request if anybody from the team, because I can see there is a team being joined from BIBI NOGS, anybody from the team who would like to add on anything? All right, I think we are good to go to take up the questions. Guys, if you have any questions, you can just leave your question into the Q&A box as we are starting to take up the questions now. There is a question being asked by Mr. Samar Sharma. How many branches you have? Also explain on the fee structure.
At present, I tell you, sir. Hello.
Would you want me to repeat the question? There is a
No,
question.
no. May I answer this question?
Yes, yes, please.
At present, we have 9 branches spread over Delhi, UP, Bihar, and now recently one in Haryana. And what is the fee? Other question is fee structure, na?
Yes, yes, Vijay.
Well, fee can be fixed according to location.
Correct.
My Delhi school is charging 4,500 per month, and my Patna school is charging 2,000 per month. So that can be fixed with our franchisee who can take our school franchise. That will be fixed looking into the other competitors in the area.
Yeah, I think that's really helpful, Vijayji. I think so. We don't have any fixed fee structure. This is depending on your area and locality.
Yeah.
If you are setting up your school in a premium location, definitely your operating expenses will be high,
Hi.
right? So accordingly, we charge fee. So as of now, we are talking about like average fee is 4,500 rupees per
That is
month is
in
the tuition
tier
fee.
1 city, sir.
Yeah, you can say tier 1 city. So in tier 1 cities, it's 4,500 rupees per student per month. And your 25,000 rupees is the admission fee. That's one time.
Yeah.
All right. I think very well explained. I would like to take up another question from the Q&A box now. Mr. Anand is asking what were provided in franchisee and what percentage is royalty?
Here, so BB Knox, they charge 10% royalty, and remaining basically all profits remains with the franchise. So apart from 10% royalty, there is no hidden charges or any other cost. So there's two components. One, while you are setting up your school, so first time, one time non-refundable franchisee fee that you need to pay, that is 3 lakh rupees plus GST amount for one school. If you are taking this license for area franchisee for 5 schools, in that case, your investment is going to be 14 lakh rupees, where 9 lakh rupees is your setup cost plus 5 lakh rupees the master franchisee fee. And ongoing royalty for single unit is a 10% royalty. And for the master franchisee, from that 10%, 1/3 of the this royalty fee goes to my area developer.
All right. Understood. The next question is being asked by Mr. Fahim. How many students will be needed to break even?
40.
So, yeah.
40, you said.
40.
Okay. And what is the break-even duration?
Less than 1.5 years, 18 months.
Duration, if you count your investment, capital investment, it will be 12 to 18 months, depending on the number of students you are having.
Okay. So I'll take up another question being asked by Mr. Ranjit. What about tier 3 and tier 4 fee structure?
1,500 to 2,500 monthly fee. and 15,000 admission fee, which includes all one set of kit. So out of 15,000, we are giving them material for about 7 to 9,000. Books, uniform, bag, and all whole student kit.
Also, any transport facility you provide to the kids?
Transfer facility, not yet. It is
It's a preschool
transport,
education. It's
transport.
a transport facility.
Yeah, we provide van, AC van.
Okay, so you're providing transport facility to the kids.
Yeah, so that is the one additional cost. So then we charge separately for
Yeah,
transport.
I'm sure, I'm sure.
transport cost will be charged extra.
All right. Also, what kind of tech support will be provided for smooth operations? Are we following any tech support which we are providing to get the operations done smoothly?
Once anyone sign up with us, we can provide him all the logistic, all the trainings to their staff. A daily lesson plan will be sent to them. So all possible help we can support.
Okay. Any suggestion on the ideal location?
Uh, Ideal location means these schools are basically run good in residential area where there are lot of kids, not on main road or mall. These are running good in residential area. This is I am telling from past experience.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
absolutely. So these schools are basically being set up in residential areas. So there your rentals are going to be much lower.
Lower, yeah.
All right. So, any last message you would like to convey? I can see some of you raising your hand. I would request, please, if you have any question, leave your question into the Q&A box. Or any last message you want to convey to our participants who are watching you live, Mr. Vijay.
Yeah, Neha, there's one question from Mr. Fahim. So he wanted to ask basically after school activities and daycare facilities. So FIMG, as of now, in our this financial model that we have projected, we have not counted revenue from your daycare facility. Yes, you can provide these daycare facilities, and that's going to be extra earning for you.
There is one more question I can see here is related to the master franchisee in Kolkata. If you can just brief us on the master franchisee thing, Ashok sir.
Yeah, so master franchisee fee is 5 lakh rupees for 5 schools. So one my franchisee, master franchisee or area developer, he has to set up one school. So his investment is 9 lakh rupees plus 5 lakh rupees advance master franchisee fee he need to pay. So that's only the 14 lakh rupees investment. If you want to take entire Kolkata, he can set up like 15-20 school in greater Kolkata region, you know. So for first 5 schools, that's only the 5 lakh rupees the franchisee fees. After 5 schools, if you set up sixth or seventh or eighth on each school, the franchisee fee split is going to be 50-50%.
Okay. So I think we've covered almost all the questions. Any message you want to convey before we close it off?
Yeah, I think for this is a very lucrative opportunity Neha, for area developers because this kind of low investment opportunity is very rare to rare, right? So the quality education they are bringing, yes, they are following the Singapore education system that's known as the world's best education system. Plus, in India market, so this is going to be service to the mass market where your middle education group and lower middle education group is not able or not able to afford that kind of premium fee for the other education preschool chains. So I think it's a very attractive and lucrative opportunity for area developers, and lot of parents will be benefited from this education.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ashokji. Thanks a lot for a wonderful brief. Thank you, Bijayji, and the entire team of BB Knox for joining us and sharing your brand inputs with the participants who have joined us, the investors who have joined us. Guys, we try to answer all your questions, and I'm sure the brand details which we have provided to you are going to help you in understanding the brand in detail. Neha from our team is going to get in touch with you for one-to-one discussion and take the conversation forward to connect you with the brand. I hope that you've learned something from this webinar, because every day we try to, help you in understanding or giving you a new industry and new brand details. So thank you for joining us. Thank you all the people, all the panelists and all the participants who have joined us today on this webinar. And I hope that you will all have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you, everyone. Thanks a lot.